loves, good afternoon and welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. In this video I thought that I would just continue working on my page from Secret Garden by Johanna Basford to celebrate the 10-year anniversary of the release of this beautiful book. So the page that we have been working on is the Wishing Well. And what I thought I would do today is to make a start on the background. So we do have this sort of circle kind of like dotted in here, so we have a guideline to go by. And the last couple of days I've been sort of thinking about the kind of colours that I would like for the background, and I do think I would like to do a gradient of purple working into pink. So that is what I'm going to do today. I probably won't get it all done, we'll see, but as you can see the wishing well is done. I just need to do the bucket, but I am thinking of using some beautiful silver watercolour paint that I have from the gorgeous Rebecca at the Art Spirits over on Etsy. So I do think I'm going to do this bucket a really nice sort of beautiful silver, and then I have started working on the leaves that have this border around them. I do still have a couple here to finish and a few down here. I have been using my Brute Funa pencils, and I will be adding some gel pen, and of course we've got some fine liner on here as well. But for the background I think I would like to base it with my Albrecht Dürer pencils, and then it may well be that I go in with my Polychromos or maybe even some Prismacolor, we'll see. But yeah, I thought today we would make a start on the background, and then that will give me a good base then to kind of know what colours I would like to do my flowers. So I'm going to start off with my darkest colour, and for that I have pulled out Mauve, which is number 249, and let me zoom you in a smidge as well so you can kind of see what I'm doing. So we've kind of got some dots here to sort of show, you know, where the outline should be. So I am just going to be using these as a guide when I'm putting my pencil down. So I do want this darker colour on the outside, and then obviously gradiate it in the more we get towards the middle. So how are you all doing today? How is everyone? I am recording this on Sunday the 24th of September, so I thought I would sit and work on this page with you today. I'd really like to try and get this page done really before the end of September. I hope I can get it done, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it will happen. I guess we'll just have to wait and see and see what happens. But that's perfectly fine. So if I just show you the colours that I'd like to use for this. If I go over a few spots, you know, with my pencils, I'm not too worried, because that'll be covered up with, you know, with other colours and fine liners and gel pens and stuff, so I'm not too worried. So let's just get to this flower here, and then we've got quite a nice sort of section there to work with. Okay, and then I'm going to introduce my second colour, which is Purple Violet, which is 156. honestly, my loves, these pencils are absolutely beautiful, and the colours match your polychromos. They are exactly the same colours. So if you want to use these as a base and then use your polys over the top, you absolutely can, and it will work great. It will work really beautifully. So I just want to overlap that purple. I'm not too worried about these little flowers because they are going to be coloured with fine liners. So I'm not too fussed about these little dinky ones here. I'm just going to try and be a bit more mindful of the bigger leaves and the bigger flowers. But these little dinky ones, yeah, that's fine. We can cover that. That's not a problem. Obviously I have got some leaves here that I've done already with fine liner. I probably could have done with waiting before I coloured those, but never mind. Not to worry. Okay. And then the next colour I have is the middle purple pink, which is 125. And again, I'm just going to overlap that. And then start introducing that. I want to make sure I've got a kind of good overlap going on there. Yeah, originally I was kind of thinking of maybe doing like a sunset background, but I didn't want too much yellow on the page, and I thought if I do a sunset background and then I've got sort of yellow in the flowers and stuff, might just be a little bit too much. So I decided to go with purple pink. And I will deepen this up as well. I do want it quite dark around the outside. I kind of want to give it like a magical garden kind of look to it. I don't know if I can achieve it, but I certainly want to give it a go. I really want to do this page justice, especially as it's, you know, for Johanna's 10-year anniversary of the book. So yeah, I'd really like to kind of do my best with this one. Okay, and then we're going in with light purple pink, which is 128. And again, just going to overlap that. About here. So I do want it to look like the well has kind of got a glow to it. So if I can keep some white in the middle, then that would be awesome. Like I said, I can go over some of these leaves, so I'm not too concerned. I can just go over those in pencil. And then I have my light magenta, which is 119. And I'm going to use that just to fade this other colour sort of out to nothing, if that makes sense. Just really, really pale there. Maybe just a little hint in here. But yeah, sort of make this bit here look like it's got a glow to it. Okay, so I'm just going to continue this all the way around the page. So again, we're going in with our mauve or mauve. Never sure how you say that word. And just try and follow the guide of the circle that Johanna has put here for us. And then the purple violet, really beautiful colours, and I'm sure that they will really play nicely together. Actually, I think the background is the biggest thing on this page, to be honest, that I've been concerned about. So I thought, okay, let's just get in there and tackle it today. Let's do it. So this is my little task for today. I say little task, it's going to be quite an undertaking, I think. And then we've got our middle purple pink. Gorgeous. Yeah, it doesn't have to be perfect, you know, it's just to kind of help me get these colours in. This is light purple pink. And then light magenta. Again, this is the one that we're going to use to sort of fade these colours out to white. And then maybe I'll just put a very faint yellow glow here. What I'm going to do is just activate some of this and just see what it's looking like. So I'm going to go in with my Derwent Fine push button water brush. I'm going to work from the pale pink over here. I don't want to work dark to light because I do not want to pull too much of that dark colour into these light colours, because I do want to try and keep that you know, that gorgeous highlight that we're trying to create, that, you know, really beautiful light that I want to try and keep you know, around the wishing well. It might be that this takes a few layers, but I'm hoping I can just get away with the one. That would be amazing. That would be so good. Okay. So can you see we've just got this really nice soft blend, and that is exactly what I'm looking for here. So let's just move over and work on a little bit more, just so you can see, you know, hopefully a bit better what it will look like when it's done. So what are you all up to this weekend? Mind you, to be honest, it's not going to be Sunday when you see this, so I hope you've all had a great weekend. Well, what are you up to today? Do you have anything planned? Do you have errands to run? Are you chilling at home? What are you up to? Better still, what are you working on? If you're colouring or crafting, what is on the list? What's the what's in the creative side for today? So can you see I'm just trying to get this really nice sort of soft blend. I am going to have to go in with pencils and smooth this out, and that is absolutely fine. You know, I was expecting to have to do that anyway, so that really isn't a bother. Yeah, not a problem. I might have to just go over some of these flowers and stuff. But that's okay. And I do have a Link Shine green glitter gel pen pulled out to go around these leaves here that have the border. So I think that will be really nice and add a bit of sparkle to the page as well, which I'm really quite looking forward to actually. I think that'll just add, you know, make it that bit more magical, you know. Yeah, we probably could have done with the pink coming over a bit further, but that's fine. I'm not gonna be too concerned about that. So you can see how I'm just trying to keep the brush moving from that light pink colour over into the mauve. I'm trying to be sort of as mindful as I can. Just pushing that button a little bit to get a bit more water coming down there. The bristles are feeling a little bit dry. Again, I can see that I'm catching some of these leaves and petals. I'm trying to be quite careful, but you know, I think it is going to happen, so it is what it is. Try and be as careful as I can, but you know, hopefully I can cover over most of this with pencils, fine liner, gel pen, all that good stuff. Okay, yeah, we're making some good progress there. Okay, so this is what the background is kind of going to look like all the way around. So what I will probably do is base this off camera, and then we will come back and activate most of it together, and then I do want to go in with my fine liners and just do these little stones down here on the ground. So let me just go off camera, base the rest of the background, and then we will be back and work on activating that together. So it'll just be a split second for you, it'll be a while for me, but yeah, hopefully we will come back and yeah, we can work on activating this together. So I will see you in a sec. Okay, so this is how excuse me, this is how we are looking with the background so far. So as you can see, I've not been too fussy. I've, you know, given it a quick sort of base of the Albrecht Dürer pencils. So what I will do now is I will go in and just activate all this. And then, like I said, I think we will work on these little sort of pebbles down here at the bottom. And I will use the browns and greys that I have used on the wishing well and just sort of pull those colours down. So we will do that. Excuse me, I was just taking a sip of my drink. So I have added a bit more pencil down here. Let's just get some water going on this. Okay. So again, I'm not too fussy if I catch some of the flowers. I have smudged the pen here, but that's okay. I can sort that out with some shading. But you know, other pencils, other fine liners that I've gone over with the water, that's okay. It's not really going to bother me too much if I go over things, because I'm actually thinking of doing dark purples, dark pinks, and like a navy blue, and throwing sort of some of those colours in here on the flowers and leaves, and then with like a pop of turquoise. My absolute favourite colour combination. So I think we might do that. Might even throw in a bit of black as well to give it a bit more of a mysterious kind of look to it. I think that'll be quite cool. So I'm just trying to be a bit mindful around these leaves here, because I have already coloured them. Didn't really think about that in advance, obviously. So let's just work around these. I'm just thinking I do have a fluorescent yellow watercolour, and it was in a grab bag from Archie's Paints on Etsy, but I don't know if that is going to be just a bit too much, you know, with if it's just going to be too punchy with all these other kind of deeper tones that I'm trying to achieve on this page. So yeah, we might have to just wait and see on that. I will give a yellow glow sort of here in the wishing well, as if there's sort of like magic in the bucket and stuff. And I do want to sort of write like a happy anniversary message on here. It's actually really lovely to sit and work in a book that I hardly ever touch, but that I cannot bring myself to destash. You know, for sentimental reasons. Even though like this is my third copy of the book, it's still, you know, the first book that I ever had as an adult colorist. This one, quickly followed by Animal Kingdom by Millie Marotta. So I think Secret Garden, for many of us, I think actually, will always hold a special place in my heart. You know, I remember seeing this book on the shelf and in the shop, and I was looking through and I'm like, oh, I've never seen a book like it. You know, all the books I had seen were quite childlike, quite childish. So this, for like adult colouring, I was just like, wow, this is so cool. I really want to give it a try. I wasn't able to train to be a tattooist anymore because my arthritis has spread. So at the time, I was, designing tattoos, but then that all finished for different reasons, and I felt like I had a void, this sort of creative void. But I just sort of threw myself into, obviously, looking after the kids and stuff. But I wanted something for me for when the kids were sleeping, when they were at nursery, and then when they started school and stuff. And yeah, I remember when Tegan was really little, and she'd be in bed at night, and I'd pull out my book and my Statler Triplus fine liners, because that was all I had when I started. And then I had my Faber-Castell Classics that my brother got me for my birthday in 2017. Yeah, and just sort of started from there, really, and the rest, as they say, is history. Okay, so I know the blend on this isn't great at the moment, but I just wanted to get the base of colour down to give me something to work on. So I can, I can go over this and shade it and, tidy up the blends. I think I'm just going to leave it as the one layer. But I think I'm probably going to use my polys over the top of this, I think. They're my favourite pencil. You can layer for days with them. So yeah, I think they are going to be my go-to on this page for the shading, which is absolutely fine. Okay, let's just get a bit more water going. And as you can see, I'm, some of the leaves and flowers I'm trying to be mindful of, but others I'm like, look, it's fine. They're going to be coloured over with gel pen or fine liner or whatever anyway. So, whatever. I hope you guys are enjoying seeing me work in this book. It's really lovely, actually, working in a Johanna book. The book that started it all. And I think that's the same for many of us, isn't it? This was like, for so many of us, it was our first book, our first step into adult colouring. And yeah, like I said, I'll always have a soft spot for this book. Okay, I'm just trying to be a little bit mindful around these leaves, because again they have been coloured, so let's just try and be careful there. I might even use a black acrylic paint pen. So we'll do that. Yeah, maybe just keep the foliage and stuff kind of on the dark side. Obviously we're going to have these pops of green, which is beautiful, and I do want to pull in a turquoise colour maybe for like some of the bigger leaves, but I think it would be quite nice to come in with like a black as well, really sort of add to the atmosphere that I'm trying to create. And then I will add with, you know, once the page is done, I will go in on the background and add some white sparkles and things in the background once I'm done with the page. Okay, so that is our base for the background. So as you can see, I have gone over quite a lot of the leaves and flowers. That's fine. That, you know, like I said, it really doesn't bother me. Okay, so we're dry up here. So let me just show you. Where's that gel pen gone? Ah, here we go. So I'm going to pull out my green Link Shine gel pen. We've got some here as well. And what I'm going to do on these leaves that have the border is just outline them with this gel pen. Like so. And then if I just hold that up and try and catch the light, there you go. So it's just adding a really lovely bit of sparkle to the page, but still keeping in with that green tone. And these gel pens are absolutely beautiful. You can find them on Amazon, and for a pack of 10 I think they run £3 something. They're every time I've seen them. Oh, 2 seconds. Sorry, my loves. There was someone at the door. Right. Okay. So like I was saying, I'm just gonna go around the edges of these leaves here. I do still have a few left to colour. Just here with the outline and here, but just adding that little bit of glitter gel pen. I think it just adds to that magical touch as well. So I think there's going to be quite a lot of these leaves actually that I'm kind of tempted to do in the black. I'm going to use, if I can find it, it's not in there. Okay, I need to just trying to find where I've put my black paint pen. Okay, so for the leaves that I'm going to do black, I'm going to use my Arteza acrylic marker. I got this one in a set of 12 of the black ones, so I've just had to prime this one because my other one that I was looking for, I was like, oh no, wait, hang on, I used that up the other day. So I've pulled out another one and I've just primed it, so we are ready to go. And what I'm going to do is these sort of smaller leaves, these like teardrop shape. These are the leaves on this page that I'm going to go in and do black, like so. So I really think that this will kind of just add to the effect that I'd like to go for on this page. I think it'll look really effective. Well, I'm hoping. I could be wrong, and if I'm wrong then I've made a big mistake, but hopefully I can pull it off. You will hear the kids playing, because as I mentioned earlier, it is a Sunday, so you will hear the children. Oops, let's just straighten this one out a bit. Okay. Ooh, that one went a little bit wonky, didn't it? But yeah, this is a sort of effect I want, and I think it's going to look really nice against the darker purple that we've sort of got here around the edges. So hopefully this black will, you know, stand it out against that. And as I mentioned, I will add sparkles and stuff in the background as well. I might even go over some of the vines and stems, maybe with a gold, fine gold gel pen. I use the Uniball Signo Noble Metal in gold. That is my favourite metallic gold gel pen. It's absolutely perfect. I will link everything that I use in this video down in the video description for you. So if you want to go to Amazon and check it out, then the details are there for you. But just to let you know that the Amazon UK links, they will be affiliate links. So if you do purchase through them, I do get a tiny kickback from Amazon at no additional cost to you. So I just want to, you know, I always like to sort of be transparent with things like that. I think it's important. But yeah, I'll put the link to the book, the two books actually, the regular Secret Garden and also the 10-year anniversary edition. So there will be two links for the book. And then the 120 set of the Albrecht Dürers, the Link Shine gel pens, the Derwent water brush, and the Arteza acrylic markers. If any of it is not available at the moment, then of course it won't be linked, but fingers crossed it will all still be there. Do you know, I think I maybe should have used a micron pen. I think the nib on this is just a bit too thick. Okay. I'll just do the best I can, and if I need to go in and smooth things out with a micron pen, then I will. But I hope you can kind of see the sort of look, you know, that I'm going for on this page. I just think that black looks really beautiful against the pinks and purples that we've got. Let's go in with our Link Shine for these leaves up here, shall we? I just think it's so beautiful. It's really nice actually to come back and revisit this book, because the only pages I've done in this copy One of them was a cover up because I think, like I said in my first video for this page, I did purchase this copy second hand from the lovely Susie, and the nameplate and one of the floral pages had some pencil work on it and someone else's name written on the nameplate, so I had to work on that, and also the floral page. But now that I'm sat here colouring in it, I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to work in Johanna's books more, especially the older ones. I've got quite a lot of whips in my original copy of Worlds of Wonder, and then I've got one whip in my second copy. I have second copies of Worlds of Wonder and Dreams of Wonder because they are some of my favourite of her books, along with Enchanted Forest. But I don't have a second copy of that one, and that's fine because I don't feel I work in that one enough to justify getting a second copy just yet. So we're really making some nice progress here with with those leaves. Really pretty, and I love the green sparkly leaves next to the black. I just think that really stands out, which is gorgeous. That's what we want, isn't it? Really beautiful. Yeah, I feel I need to go in with a micron, especially on these smaller leaves up here, and do that. But what I would do is probably do that off camera, because I can get closer into the page then without getting my head in your way. So that's that. And then all I'm going to do down here, I've got 4 different colour fine liners. And so I've got these colours, a dark grey and then a couple of browns. And I'm going to just do all these little pebbles down here in these colours. I won't do this all on camera with you because I think it will be quite monotonous, and you're not going to want to sit and watch me colour all these little pebbles with fine liners. I know I wouldn't. But yeah, just gonna sort of alternate, you know, and just plonk these colours wherever I think they'll look all right, just to sort of give me the look I want for the ground. To get in around it, I will use a pencil for that. But yeah, I'm just gonna, like I said, just work with these colours. If I just do a small section and show you, you know, what I kind of want. So that's the darkest brown. Let's go in with our middle colour. Apologies for the background noise. So again, just putting this colour wherever I think just to get this this mixture of colours down. Okay. And then going with our lighter brown. This is more like a sort of tan kind of colour. So you can kind of see how, you know, it all kind of comes together. And then I'm going to go in with, excuse me, with my dark grey. This is the colour that I used for between the stones of the wishing well. So I'm still keeping the colours very, you know, very cohesive. All of the colours and mediums that I've used on the page so far, I keep out and I keep them all together bunched up with a hair elastic, and you know, for pages that I'm currently working on. So I keep it all like that. It's not perfect, but it'll do. It serves a purpose, and that's all we need at the moment. Oh, nearly missed that little dude. And there we go. So you can kind of see, you know, how this is all gonna sort of pull together. So that is what our ground will look like, and like I said, I'm just going to be working on that with the Staedtler Tri-Plus fine liner pens. So yeah, that is our progress for today. I will work on this again off camera. I'm not sure if I will film a part 3. Yeah, I really don't know. If you would like to see a part 3, please let me know in the comments. This isn't a colour along or anything like that, but if you do want to colour this page with me, then wonderful, that would be great. Yeah, I'm just colouring this page because you know, when I saw that it was Johanna's 10-year anniversary for this book, I really wanted to colour a page, and I think this is, you know, one of the pages that I have seen a lot coloured absolutely magnificently over the years, and I really wanted to build up the courage to put my spin on it. Whether it turns out how I imagine, I don't know, but so far I'm pleased with it. But of course the background does need some work, but please bear in mind that this is just one layer of the Faber-Castell Albrecht Dürer at the moment, and I will be smoothing this out with my Polychromos pencils. So thank you all so much for taking time out of your day to join me. I really hope that you have enjoyed this video and enjoyed spending some time with me today. Take care, stay safe my loves, and I will see you in the next one. Lots of love. Bye.